I'm here to win, but knockout, no difficulty, no, easy work, really.
Alexander.
He ain't no Alexander, I'm Alexander.
How do you prepare for this fight?
Grew a beard. I'm like Samson now, grew a beard, straps.
Tyson Fury is a man on a mission, but it comes at a heavy price. For 3 months, he's cut himself off from his family, locked away in camp, chasing one goal, to beat Oleksanr Usyk.
Feeling very good and cannot wait for the fight Saturday night. I'm going to end him. End his career, this will be. You'll never hear of Oleksanr Usyk again after this.
You get this job done, they read you out as the winner.
I'll be flying home for Christmas. Plenty of eggnog and mint.
The rematch is a few hours away, and Fury isn't taking any chances. This isn't just another fight for him, it's redemption. Usyk handed him his first professional loss back in May, a split decision that made the Ukrainian the first ever 4-belt undisputed heavyweight champion. It's a legacy-defining moment that Fury is desperate to rewrite.
Knock a motherfucker out. That's it, that's what me and Sugar's planning on. Get him out of there. I did everything great last time, didn't get it, it was a close fight. This time it's going to be a different fight. I'm going to be a different person, different fighter. 40% last time, 110% this time.
The sacrifice is surprising. He hasn't spoken to his wife Paris in 3 months. 3 months without a single word. "I've sacrificed a lot," Fury admitted in a candid chat with TNT Sports. He's been married to Paris for 16 years and they've built a family together, 7 kids, countless memories, yet he's willingly put that on hold. "I wish it was tonight and I was going home in the morning," he said. "It's been a long camp." Long doesn't even begin to cover it. It's grueling, both physically and emotionally, but Fury believes it will all be worth it. 100%, he said without hesitation.
I really see this fight as a 50-50 fight, but I have to give Tyson Fury the edge.
Well, the fact that it is his first loss, and he's an up and down fighter, he knows how to come back and he knows what he needs to do. I like Tyson with a little bit more weight. Maybe he'll come in with more weight this time.
Paris hasn't always been ringside for his fights, but her absence in the last bout was particularly grabbing. She had suffered a miscarriage just days before Fury faced Usyk. Fury's isolation isn't just about physical preparation, it's about mental focus, shutting out everything else to zero in on the task at hand. And the task is monumental. Fury's first loss was a wake-up call.
The back ends of their career. So who's freshest? Is the punch resistance still there? I don't know, fascinated by it and can't wait to be there. Obviously no fighter in the fight.
Usyk isn't just any opponent. He's a tactical genius, a southpaw who's already proven he can outthink and outfight the Gypsy King. But Fury is nothing if not defiant. "I'm going to end it," he declared. "End his career. This will be it. You'll never hear of Oleksanr Usyk again after this." Bold words, but that's Fury for you. He's a showman, a provocateur, but also a fighter who's backed up his talk time and time again. Fury's journey to this point has been anything but ordinary. He's faced UFC convert Francis Ngannou, demolished Derek Chisora, outclassed Dillian Whyte, and engaged in an epic trilogy with Deontay Wilder.
Tyson is much more of a determined competitor that sometimes he lets on. So I feel like the defeat would have really eaten him up, which is a good thing. I hope it did, because it's going to fuel him for the rematch.
Yet his loss to Usyk feels different. It's not just a blemish on his record. It's a challenge to his identity as the king of the heavyweight division. And Fury doesn't take kindly to challenges. Still, for all the talk of legacy and redemption, Fury has been remarkably candid about his motivations. "I'm only doing it for the money, obviously," he said this week. It's a statement that's both refreshing and provocative. All prize fighters, if they tell the truth, do it for the money. I don't want to work for F all. I want to earn as much as I can get. I want the easiest fights possible for the largest amounts of money. I don't want the toughest fights possible for the least amount. I wasn't born with a Christmas cracker.
Tyson fighting Usyk, rematch this Saturday. Usyk's a slight favorite. I think minus 150. He should be. I think he's the greatest to ever do it.
I do too.
I'm rooting for Tyson though. If you're a conspiracy guy, you want to make total bank here, you want Fury to win this one.
It's an attitude that's earned him both criticism and admiration. On one hand, it's brutally honest. Fury doesn't pretend to be fighting for some lofty ideal. He's a prize fighter, plain and simple. On the other hand, it's a stark contrast to the narrative of Usyk, who's often framed as the purist, the technician, the man fighting for history. But Fury isn't interested in narratives. He's interested in results and paychecks. The setting for this clash of titans couldn't be more fitting. Saudi Arabia's Kingdom Arena, a symbol of opulence and ambition, will host the rematch. The Saudis' growing interest in boxing has turned the desert into a new mecca for the sport, and Fury is cashing in. Reports suggest he'll pocket a massive $125 million for this fight.
Do you believe that you can stop Tyson Fury this time around?
I believe. Yes, I believe.
With this second time around, how have you mentally pictured this fight, in your opinion?
Nothing. I just prepare. Listen. I didn't know.
Which is some earnings for a bloke who grew up among caravans. And why undeniably this Gypsy King is a prize fighter in every sense. Tyson Fury isn't just a boxer. He's an English folk hero with fists. A man who's been clear about his priorities. It's not about fame, legacy, or even proving a point. For Fury, it's about bread, bucks, bank, cash, coins, transfers, gold, greenbacks, even bags of sand for all I care, as he famously said. And now, with Saudi Arabia's Kingdom Arena hosting yet another boxing spectacle, Fury's poised to walk away with more than a few Cartier sandbags worth of treasure.
My friend, Tyson Fury, ready 23 December. You. Are you ready?
On Saturday, Fury will meet Oleksanr Usyk again. Standing at 6'3" and fighting southpaw, Usyk carved out a historic victory, leaving no doubts about who ruled the division. But Fury? He's not one to shy away from a challenge. Even in defeat, he managed to spend Fight Week in May, reminding everyone that legacy wasn't his motivator. It's generational wealth that drives him, as he said countless times. Whether watching Anthony Joshua's fight against Daniel Dubois from the sidelines, a night that Fury laments cost him $150 million due to Dubois' shocking win, or simply hyping his own career, Fury's singular focus on the payday never wavers.
It's going to see who's taking the most out of who in that fight, because that was a brutal fight. The two best heavyweights of the 21st century.
Now in the rematch, Fury has doubled down on this narrative. I'm only doing it for the money, obviously, he said bluntly. All prize fighters, if they tell the truth, do it for the money. I don't want to work for F all. I want the easiest fights possible, for the largest amounts of money. The irony? Usyk isn't the easy fight Fury claims to want. In fact, Usyk is the toughest challenge out there. Ranked #1 pound for pound by ESPN, The Ring, and other authorities, Usyk's dominance transcends divisions. Saturday's bout isn't just about who's the greatest heavyweight right now. It's a clash that could redefine boxing's history books, potentially settling debates about the greatest heavyweight of all time.
I think it's Tyson Fury's fight to lose. And what I mean by that, what we could see in the first fight, he was bigger, he was stronger, he was sharper from the outside, a lot of things than Usyk. I think he had a moment where he got complacent, and he paid for it by losing the fight. You know, he lost the whole second half of the fight.
Should Usyk win again, his resume will sparkle. Victories over Fury, Anthony Joshua twice, Daniel Dubois, and Derek Chisora would make his heavyweight run one for the ages. Combine that with an undisputed cruiserweight title and an Olympic gold medal, and you have a fighter with a legacy that's bulletproof. Fury, meanwhile, risks consecutive losses. After the controversial win over Francis Ngannou, a bout that many felt tarnished his aura, another defeat could cast a shadow over his career. The Gypsy King, once on the brink of being crowned the greatest heavyweight of his generation, now faces a crossroads.
I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to give Turkey what I promised him in May. A cooked rabbit in his kitchen. That's my promise.
You promise that tonight?
Yeah.
Rewind to their first encounter. Fury, full of bravado, taunted Usyk throughout the opening rounds. Yet by round 9, Usyk found his moment. A barrage of 14 unanswered punches sent Fury crashing into the ropes, earning a 10-8 round that tipped the scales. Despite Fury's insistence that he was ahead on the scorecards after 8 rounds, the Ukrainian's persistence and strategy secured the win. Reflecting on that night, Fury has admitted his mistakes. "I haven't made any adjustments, and that's the truth," he said. "The only adjustments will be on fight night, where I keep more focused and less clowning in the ring. I did a lot of showboating, a lot of messing around, more than I've ever done before actually, against supposedly my toughest opponent. I did a lot of F-king around, and it ended up costing me. It's a rare moment of self-awareness from a man known for his brash confidence.
I believe that I was the best I could have been. I don't think I could have done any better. Maybe if they'd have said to me, write you down in the last 2 rounds, I probably could have went out and tried to attack him and tried to get him out of there myself. But other than that, I've done the best I could, you know. He's a good fighter.
Just finish, please. Rematch, gentlemen. Thoughts?
Sorry?
Rematch, thoughts?
Still, Fury's Hall of Fame legacy is secure. He's beaten Deontay Wilder, Vladimir Klitschko, Dillian White, and others. Adding Usyk's name to that list would cement his place as the greatest of his era. And what a story that would be. A 36-year-old underdog, fresh off a loss, reclaiming his crown by toppling a fighter many consider the best on the planet. Turki Al-Sheikh made waves on Tuesday by revealing a surprising innovation set to debut in the Usyk vs. Fury rematch, the first ever AI-powered judge. While this groundbreaking technology won't have any influence on the official result, its introduction marks a bold step forward in a sport often plagued by controversial decisions. Al-Sheikh emphasized that the AI judge would be free from bias and human error, offering an unbiased perspective on the action unfolding in the ring.
Hey, my friend Greedy Belly, continue training. I'm Rez, brother. I know you hard work. It's good. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Greedy Belly.
Of course, the fight will still be scored by the traditional 3 ringside judges, who will determine the winner if it goes the full 12 rounds. Yet the AI's presence is an intriguing experiment. Could it serve as a window into the future of boxing, a sport where subjective scoring has long been a contentious issue? For now, it will run alongside the human judges, analyzing the fight without any real impact on the outcome. Looking back, the need for such innovation is evident. In their first meeting this past May, Oleksanr Usyk defeated Tyson Fury by split decision to become the first undisputed heavyweight champion of the 4-belt era.
He does need to make some adjustments. If he didn't make any adjustments, then he would lose the fight again. So he would have to make some adjustments to win the fight. So he definitely has to go in there with a focused attitude and being able to throw a lot more punches.
Is that just Tyson being Tyson, kind of saying that, not willing to give too much away?
It was a historic night, but not without its fair share of debate. One judge gave the fight to Fury, scoring at 114, 113, while the other 2 sided with Usyk, scoring at 115, 112, and 114, 113. That fight was a tale of 2 halves. Fury came out strong, controlling much of the first half with his size, reach, and ring craft. But Usyk, ever the technician, adapted as the fight progressed. By the 9th round, the Ukrainian southpaw had found his rhythm. A flurry of punches sent Fury into the ropes, marking the fight's most dramatic moment. The knockdown earned Usyk a crucial 10-8 round, which ultimately sealed his victory. For Fury, it was not just a loss, but a humbling reminder of the skill and resilience possessed by his opponent. Despite the loss, Fury wasted no time in invoking his rematch clause. The immediate rematch was set in motion, but not without complications.
I have to be a little bit more focused and a little bit more smart to get the victory. As it would seem, my rematch with people is always ends up one way. I always end up knocking him out in the rematch.
Usyk's IBF title was stripped after he was unable to meet his mandatory challenger, Daniel Dubois, in time. Now, the rematch at Kingdom Arena in Riyadh will feature the WBA, WBC, and WBO belts on the line, a clash still brimming with high stakes. Both fighters enter the rematch with something to prove. Fury, the larger-than-life Gypsy King, has promised a definitive victory to reclaim his throne and erase the memory of his first professional loss. Usyk, meanwhile, seeks to cement his legacy as one of the all-time greats, a 2-division champion who conquered the heavyweight division in historic fashion. The stakes aren't just limited to titles or legacy, though. The presence of the AI-powered judge adds a fascinating layer to this contest. While it won't impact the official result, it could offer insights into how advanced algorithms perceive a fight. Could the AI validate the human judge's decisions, or will it expose the flaws in their scoring? Either way, it's a subplot worth watching. The fighters themselves seem determined to leave no room for doubt this time around. Both have spoken about their preparation and intent to make a statement. Fury, with his towering frame and unorthodox style, will look to impose his will early and avoid the mistakes of their first bout. Usyk, the cerebral tactician, will aim to weather the storm and find openings to exploit as he did so effectively in May. Perhaps this time, none of the judges will be needed. A definitive conclusion, a knockout or stoppage, would render the scoring debate moot. But in boxing, where the unexpected is the norm, nothing is guaranteed.
Literally, as we are speaking right now, he just tweeted this, and I'd love to get your immediate reaction to it. For the first time ever, an AI-powered judge will monitor the fight free from bias and human error, brought to you by The Ring. This groundbreaking experiment, which won't impact the official results, debuts during the biggest fight of the century, Usyk Fury, on December 21st. Is this the wave of the future? Do you think that we're going to do away with judges? Now, he says they won't impact the actual official scoring, but do you see a scenario where somewhere down the line, this is the way we're going?
They do away with you and me. They do away with Michael Buffer, who becomes a hologram. There's all sorts that can happen.
Just hours away from one of the most anticipated rematches in heavyweight boxing history, Tyson Fury is approaching his showdown with Oleksanr Usyk with a mindset as unshakable as ever. Despite the high stakes, Fury insists he feels no additional pressure to avenge his sole professional loss, an outcome that stripped him of his unbeaten record and his throne as one of the sport's most dominant champions. To Fury, this fight is just another chapter in a storied career. It's just a fight to me, Fury told DAZN Boxing in his trademark nonchalant manner. They're all the same. Maybe it's different for you, but for me, it's just a fight. This philosophy may seem dismissive, but for Fury, it's likely a mental armor. After suffering a split decision loss, the rematch presents a chance for redemption. Yet, Fury's calm demeanor is in sharp contrast to the fiery rhetoric he's been delivering in recent days. Fury's first meeting with Usyk was a big moment in the heavyweight division.
I've done lots of sparring and I've been able to train properly, where before there's no secret I didn't do a lot of sparring, hence I had a bounty on me cut eye.
Usyk's victory was a masterclass in precision and endurance, cementing his status as the first undisputed champion of the four-belt era. The loss was a humbling moment for Fury, who entered the bout with an aura of invincibility, having vanquished giants like Deontay Wilder in their trilogy. Now Fury is focused on rewriting the narrative. I've never been as confident in my life as I am smashing his face in, Fury declared to TNT Sports Boxing. Even at 36, when people think I'm finished, I'll rise like a phoenix from the ashes. I'm going to destroy this F on Saturday night.
It might be controversial, but you will not be able to separate, unless someone gets stopped, which actually I don't see. I think this fight is it's a 7-5 kind of fight, and when that happens, anything can happen.
This confidence, though typical of Fury, feels personal. The rematch isn't just about reclaiming titles, it's about restoring his pride and reminding the world why he's one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. For Oleksanr Usyk, this fight is an opportunity to cement his legacy further. At 37 years old, Usyk's resume already sparkles with victories over Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, and now Tyson Fury. A second win over the Gypsy King would leave no doubt about his place among boxing's immortals. Unlike Fury, who thrives on verbal warfare, Usyk has taken a quieter approach in the lead-up to the rematch. His camp's focus has been on preparation, fine-tuning the skills that have made him one of the most technical fighters in history. While Fury dominates headlines with bold claims, Usyk's silence is a statement in itself, a reminder that actions speak louder than words.
Nothing went wrong. It was a fantastic performance. He caught me around 9. I never had a broken nose or nothing. He just punched me in the nose. I had a busted nose and watery eyes. I don't think anything went wrong. It's just boxing. I got caught and that was it. End of that round anyway. I threw 500 punches in that fight. How many more could you throw? 700 for heavyweight? They don't do that, do they? So I thought I did absolutely fantastic. I give myself a 10 out of 10 rate.
Beyond the physical belts on the line, the fight represents a crossroads for both men. For Fury, a victory would mean redemption and a potential path to a trilogy fight, a rare but lucrative opportunity in the heavyweight division. A win for Usyk, however, would solidify his dominance and likely close the book on this rivalry. But what happens next for either fighter could depend heavily on the outcome. If Usyk prevails, his options are limited but intriguing. With victories over most of the division's elite, A rematch with IBF title holder Daniel Dubois could be on the horizon. Alternatively, Usyk could explore super fights with rising contenders or even consider retirement at the peak of his powers.
Because I believe that I win. I good do work. Don't worry. I don't think about it because we have a winner. Okay, maybe. I don't think about it.
For Fury, a second consecutive loss would be uncharted territory. Known for his resilience, Fury would face a critical decision: rebuild his career or walk away. A long-discussed clash with Anthony Joshua remains a possibility, even if diminished in stature. Regardless of the outcome, Fury's larger-than-life persona ensures he will remain a central figure in boxing, whether inside the ring or out. This rematch takes place against a backdrop of renewed interest in the heavyweight division. With no shortage of talent and personalities, the division is experiencing a resurgence reminiscent of its golden eras. While Usyk and Fury are the clear leaders, fighters like Joshua, Deontay Wilder, and Joe Joyce remain formidable threats. Emerging stars like Jared Anderson and Filip Hrgović add depth and intrigue to the mix.
You will find it tomorrow on eBay.
Yet despite this wealth of talent, the division's biggest fights have often been elusive. The Fury-Usyk rematch is a rare exception, a matchup that delivers both elite skill and genuine stakes. For fans, it's a reminder of what the heavyweight division can be at its best, a theater of drama, power, and skill. Both fighters have had months to reflect and adjust since their first encounter. For Fury, the focus will likely be on pacing and conditioning. Known for his size and agility, Fury struggled to impose his physicality against Usyk's speed and movement. Expect the Gypsy King to come in with a more aggressive game plan, aiming to close the distance and use his size advantage to wear Usyk down.
Alexander, if you can't say yes or no, did anything surprise you about Tyson Fury the first time?
Yes, of course.
What were they?
A lot of surprises.
What were these surprises, Alexander?
I don't remember.
Usyk, on the other hand, will look to replicate and refine his winning formula. His ability to outmaneuver Fury and capitalize on openings was key in their first fight. Maintaining that level of discipline and focus will be crucial, especially against a motivated Fury. Usyk's durability will also be tested, as Fury will undoubtedly aim to land more telling blows this time around. As the fight draws near, anticipation continues to build. The Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, will host what promises to be a night of high drama and historic significance. For Fury, it's a chance to reclaim his throne and prove his doubters wrong. For Usyk, it's an opportunity to solidify his place at the top of the sport.
Hey guys, Tyson Fury here. Back in.
Regardless of the outcome, one thing is certain. When Fury and Usyk step into the ring, they will be fighting for more than titles. They will be fighting for pride, legacy, and the right to be called the best in the world. For fans, it's a rare gift, a clash of titans that will undoubtedly leave an indelible mark on the history of heavyweight boxing. But who do you think actually wins? Share your thoughts below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.